in the time after King Arthur. Secrets, a flashback. The scene, some weeks ago in newly fortified Camelot.
Percival is reading the now lost copy of Aristotle's best and final writings on metaphysics. "This book is spectacular," said Percival.
Sire, someone has artfully walked through the quicksand of our muck and mire, traversed the rear outer walls, the maze and the tunnel, and he now appears at the Merlin Gate, a gate which he has managed to open, a gate unused for years.
Thus I suspect that it is someone very dear to me and to the kingdom. Bring him to my chambers. Unused for years, because all who know its secret have long been dead, with the exception of myself, Gawain, and Jalan, who are all accounted for elsewhere.
Sire?
Bring him here. He wears the red horse on his tunic, does he not?
He does.
Then another of the last knights has returned to us. I seem to be seeing ghosts. You were presumed dead after being missing for 2 years. I welcome you dearly, Ern.
And you too, my knightly friend. I'm well, but trouble brews among the Viking heathens, I can sense it.
Yes, we expect invasion.
I have kept my existence a secret even to my brother Jelaine, king of the Mystical Isles. As you may know, I was smitten by the hound woman Maud. For years after the Great War, I searched for her, but to no avail.
Well, as we know, there was great disruption and movement of families after that war.
And I now return to your service, but I do ask that you keep my secret.
But as eldest son, you are the rightful king of the Mystical Isles.
If discovered, I should abdicate. My life is here, or better yet, in Scandia, which is yet occupied by heathen Vikings. Besides, I am under a spell and I cannot help but to pursue Maud, although I like to consider it more as a blessing, which it truly is. Have you ever been smitten, Percival?
Oh yes, many times, but all came to naught for one reason or another. However, I would not trade in any such experiences. Yes, I know the feeling well. It is so easy to fall in love when you've been out of it, but so difficult to fall out of love when you're in it. Sooner than later, it comes to dominate your every thought and movement. I have a plan for you to regain Scandia from the heathen. Take it as repayment in kind for your family's good deeds to us.
I have never forgotten Scandia, the shame, the fear. Should we retake Scandia, then by law I must serve as king there. This I would do and give anything for, perhaps even Maud, I'm not sure. If I could see her, I would know.
And then also by Scandian law, the secondary kingdom, the Mystical Isles, would go to the second son, Jelaine, and all would be well. Tell me about Maud. How did you first meet her?
Long before I received my knighthood, which was to be delayed by Arthur due to my supposed treason with Maud, I was sent by Arthur to investigate a Viking landing on the Isle of Man. There I saw the huntress Maud leading 100 hounds. I was smitten on sight, and it was said she was related to an enchanter. Her hair was jet black, and she wore a red hunting cape over a black vest. Her eyes were as bright as the sunshine. She could move through the woods like lightning. She rejected me many times. This was but the first. She set the dogs on me, and I was brought into town to fight old Sawtooth, the fiercest dog. To my surprise, I beat the dog and won the right to freedom, or rather, expulsion, but to lose would have meant death. This was but the first of Maud's tests. As I sailed away, her wistful eyes met mine. Her lonely figure remained at the shore until I was out of sight. A last wave from her gave me hope. It was a mysterious time, and I was confused by her signals. Some months later, I returned and tied a piece of my tunic to the tail of a fox. It was not long before her hounds picked up my scent. We fell into each other's arms. No words needed speaking as we kissed. She again sent me away, however, telling me that I must never know her dark secret. Thus, she became more mysterious than ever to me. She gave me more hope, however. She bid me to return when I had earned my spurs, my knighthood, that is. However, Arthur overheard me speaking of her one day and forbid me to see her again upon penalty of treason. But I did see her, and I learned her secret, and I was convicted of treason and banished from the kingdom before I could explain, so I stayed away for some time and tried to forget her.
But you returned to us on Salisbury Plain and were cleared by Arthur and knighted by him on that day. Now you are truly the last great knight.
Yes, it was all an unfortunate misunderstanding and all then became well, but I lost track of Maud. I have long ago given her up for dead.
She lives, Ern. When I visited the wounded up north, I saw her of which you speak. She matches your description. However, I do not know what became of her. This was some time ago. Her injuries were serious, but not deadly. She spoke of her love, and this seemed to give her strength. Welcome home last night. Come, hear my plan for you, for Maud, for Scandia, and for this land of Arthur's that we both love so dearly.